Alright guys, Blubber coming at you. It's time to power up. Let's go! Today, we're talking about microtransactions and how I think that they're great for Call of Duty 2019 and how I think it will make or break the game. Let's get into it. I want to start off by saying that these microtransactions are what allow us to have the quality of game that we have today. Let's look at the games over the past 5 years for Call of Duty, for example. They've all ran on the same engine. They've pretty much made minimal changes, but they've also had microtransactions for the most part. The reason why I think that these microtransactions are a good thing is because they are what allow for these developers and publishers to make money and put food on their table so that they can continue growing, so that they can continue creating a quality product for us, the gamer. What does that mean for us, the gamers? That means that we get better graphical capabilities on our games. That means we get better animations. That means we get better game modes. For example, like the gameplay you're watching here, Ground War. This is the freshest game mode I have seen in Call of Duty. It almost feels like a different game. And if they didn't make money on these games from these microtransactions, then we wouldn't be able to have a new game mode like this. And they're doing that because they're trying to bring value to us. They know that if they don't bring new things to us that's interesting, we won't buy the games. Look at Fortnite, for example. They have essentially made it very hard for Call of Duty to sell games by taking a lot of its player base or potential player base. Let's face it, Fortnite is the big game on campus now. Whether it's a first-person shooter or third-person shooter, it's taking money away from Activision and Infinity Ward. Now, in my opinion, that is exactly why Infinity Ward and Activision have chose to invest their money, time, and resources into this game by creating a better engine and adding the quantity of types of game modes, such as this new and improved version of Ground War, bringing back the campaign, bringing us fresh new game modes like Gunfight, Cyber Attack, and the multiplayer, and also bringing back the Spec Ops. They know that they must bring quantity and or quality, or the two together, back to the game so that we will continue to buy it. Now, that isn't simply enough for games nowadays. As you know, to make these graphics, animations, better sounds, I don't believe Call of Duty uses mocap, but they have to pay a lot of people, growing wages to make games like this. And that's where the microtransactions come in. As you know, or have probably heard of, most microtransactions have been coming under attack lately, and it's been pushing developers to kind of change to cosmetics only. If this game only has cosmetic only microtransactions, I will be happy. If they start to implement transactions like loot boxes with pay to win guns that have higher statistical values than the current guns released in the game, and you can only get those by chance, it is wrong in my opinion. And that will cause me and a lot of people to be frustrated with the game. Now, for us as players, the only thing we can do to combat this is to vote with our wallets and only purchase the microtransactions that are cosmetic only. You see, let's put it in, for example, like this. If I put out, let's just say, bananas at a stand that I'm selling at the market, and I have 100 bananas sell for a day, but I also put out oranges, and I only have 50 oranges sell for that day. Well, the next time I come to the market, I'm gonna bring more bananas than oranges. Why? Because in that specific market, there seems to be more people that like bananas. Well, in Infinity Ward's or Activision's case, Infinity Ward may not want to sell microtransactions, but Activision is the company that fronts the money in the way that I understand it. So if Activision sees that a lot of people are buying, let's just say, a lot of guns with statistical higher values versus skins that don't hinder anybody's experience, they're going to bring more of that particular product to the table. So we as gamers have a very important role here, and I think that we need to start getting on the same page, because they are going to do what makes them the most money, and that is their bottom line, because they are a business. Whether they think of us as gamers or not, you can either just boycott the game, or you can just buy the microtransactions that are okay, that we can deal with, or maybe you just don't want to buy any at all, and that's fine too. But if there's anybody out there buying a specific type of microtransaction, like the cosmetic, they're going to be looking at those numbers, and they're going to be making decisions based off of those numbers on what to release in the next Call of Duty, as like a roadmap or a chart that you looked at in school. So this is what I think about the microtransactions, and why I believe that Call of Duty requires or needs them to carry on, because quite frankly, they need the money, because a lot of their player base has migrated to other games. Not as many people are buying, so they need a way to continue their franchise. But I just want to see it be cosmetic only microtransactions, and not the higher pay to win guns or these predatory loot boxes. So that concludes what my thoughts are. Now that you've listened to what I've had to say, I would like to hear what you have to say. So please, go ahead and subscribe if you haven't. Turn the notifications button on so you see my daily content, or close to daily content. I'm trying to put a video out just about every day. Sometimes life gets in the way. And make sure you leave some comments down in the comment boxes down below. But make sure it stays civil. I know this is a highly controversial subject. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Thank you guys for your time. Now, I'm going to leave you guys with the rest of the video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't checked out all the other social media, the links will be down below as well in the description. Thank you so much. Love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. Twapu signing out.
Enemy chopper gunner on approach. Allied support helo inbound. Enemy cruise missile. Allied cruise missile launched. Enemy UAV overhead. Allied precision airstrike in. Enemy has Bravo. Radar overhead. Allied cruise missile launched. Allied UAV overhead. Need backup at Delta. Need backup at Echo. Flash out! You're needed at sea. Enemy has Delta. Enemy has Echo.
Well, documented. I have to win the